Bud Light is starting to buy back their unsold or expired beer, another move to ease tensions between wholesalers and distributors because employees as well as businesses are getting screwed over with the potential loss of their jobs because Bud Light isn't selling. And we saw that Bud Light themselves are redesigning certain bottles in camouflage in hopes that they could recover from the giant loss on sales that they've been getting from week to week, hoping to spark patriotism amongst consumers, acting as if the whole situation with Dylan Mulvaney would be forgotten by the people. But it's just sad that they're using veterans as a scapegoat in order to try and get more sales. That's the sad part. To which now, Bud Light to buy back unsold beer following Dylan Mulvaney crisis. And just imagine how much money they're going to be spending on unsold product. On top of their losses in revenue, which is funny that Anheuser-Busch have said that it's still too early to assess the boycott as being a major problem. And yet you have things like this that happen, which tells me that they are scrambling to try and keep their reputation afloat, making ads that promote their consumer base alongside adding country and or western music to it, which is what they should have continued to have done. But of course, every single ad or promotion that they have done is getting ratioed to oblivion. None of it is working, and they're going to continue to pour money into their marketing sector instead of just making an apology on their faults and screwing over the consumers. Because that one beer can and that one brand ambassador had your own customers in an uproar because people are sick of it. Make your own little niche product for niche groups. And I'll keep saying it, the minority isn't the majority and vice versa. And before we get into the article, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps a lot and I much appreciate it. Bud Light has reportedly told wholesalers that it will buy back unsold cases of beer that are past their expiration dates as sales of the Anheuser-Busch owned brand have lagged following its disastrous marketing partnership with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. And with the buyback in their beer, Anheuser-Busch can claim that their sales from Bud Light are starting to come back to their investors. It also could make a false deception in which the normal average consumer that doesn't keep up with the news can look at their beer aisle and see little to no Bud Light on shelves, creating this perception that demand is back and that it's okay to buy Bud Light again because the boycott must have subsided and everyone just forgave the company. The company is planning to have Bud Light sponsor a veterans group for the first time ever, the Journal reported. The brand will also be promoted in commercials that will play heavily on themes such as football and country music, according to the Journal. If Bud Light stuck to that, they would have been golden. None of this would be happening. Why change an already winning formula into something completely different? It's obvious that sales before this boycott for Bud Light have been dwindling, but that could be from many different factors, from the quality of the beer to simply more and more people, especially the younger generations, choosing to not drink. But nope, instead of figuring out a way to either enhance or upgrade your marketing promotions, you decide to go down the route, which is extremely controversial and alienates your consumer base. And the funny thing is that you have apparently every damn company seeming to think that the LGBTQ plus rating is more important than their actual consumers, which is ironic because Anheuser-Busch's CEO made a statement that pissed off the left, and you have the right pissed off due to the Dylan Mulvaney dilemma, having Bud Light losing their top LGBTQ plus score, which is what the world revolves around at the end of the day, because when you lose that rating, you're going bankrupt. That's the way these companies at least see it. And with Bud Light buying back their beer, their whole stock or most of it is gonna go right back to them, continuing to spend unnecessary amounts of cash. And the only way this stops is if people forgive Bud Light or the boycott to subside. That's the only way Bud Light can get out of this hole. And with all that in mind, I like your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.